Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories for you right now. And topping the list for us tonight, week 2 of the special session on public safety, off to a ruckus start. And new developments keep coming into the newsroom at this hour. Just in the last 45 minutes, a Davidson County judge deciding protest signs can stay, at least for now, in the State House and Senate gatherings. You may remember the session began with conflict as House lawmakers adopted rules banning such signs. That led to members of the public, including some Covenant school parents, getting kicked out of a committee hearing. The ACLU took that case to court. A judge blocked the rules. Republicans appealed. And now the judge is doubling down, saying the block will stay in place until the court rules otherwise. And that ruling coming down just moments after another clash over the new rules. Democrats walking out of the House chamber after Republicans voted to declare Representative Justin Jones was out of order. Under the rules, the vote means Jones would not be allowed to speak to the session for the rest of the day. After the walkout, then came the protest. State Capitol Newsroom reporter Chris O'Brien tweeting that video. You may have noticed Representative Justin Pearson joining in that chant. Pearson, of course, one of the 3 lawmakers, including Representative Justin Jones and Representative Gloria Johnson from here in Knoxville, dubbed the Tennessee Three, after House colleagues worked to have them expelled over a protest in April. Jones and Pearson were expelled. Johnson held on by just 1 vote. Later, Pearson and Jones were returned to their House seats, first by their community's leaders, then by winning special election votes. Earlier in the day, a different divide. The stalemate between House and Senate continued, with Senate lawmakers gaveling in, then immediately gaveling out of session.
We're not upset they're not listening to us. We're just upset that they refuse to do anything. They want to do nothing. We're not telling them they have to. It's just interesting that they would rather do nothing than something.
Most legislators did not want to be here for a special called session. Many legislators, including myself, felt like that all of these issues could have been handled in a regular session that would start in January.
It's a process in the General Assembly. We find that with every session. And frequently we find ourselves in the situation where there are differences to resolve. That's where we are right now, but I think that'll happen, and we'll see the full outcome, but this conversation's important.
Lost in the chaos of that walkout and protest, Senate leaders said in the last hour that the Senate had completed its work. The House has kept debating, but the Senate appears to be willing to wrap up the session whenever the House is ready. Of course, we'll keep watching for more fallout tonight at 11 o'clock and as long as the session rolls on. Our next big story for you, a grieving family discussing their loss, and it's tremendous. Their 4-year-old daughter shot and killed. Investigators say the adult who had been watching the little girl told them she put the gun against the child's chest and pulled the trigger. Brianna Runyons faces charges including first-degree murder and aggravated child abuse. The shooting happened Sunday at a home on Airport Road in Rockwood. According to a court document, Runyons told investigators 2 children were being punished and told to stand in a corner. Runyons told investigators, according to court records, she called the girl over to show her gun's safety, removed the magazine from her gun, pressed the barrel under her chest, pulled the trigger, fatally shooting the little girl.
She would bring a smile to anybody's face. You look at her and she'd brighten your day.
Her hugs were so full of life and love. That's the one thing I'm going to miss the most, is her hugs and her smile.
And you could see it in her face.
Now, the child's biological parents have identified the 4-year-old as Evangeline Gunter. Runyons is scheduled to be in court tomorrow. Of course, we will let you know what happens with this case as it moves through the legal system. Our next Big 7 story for you right now answers about the time leading up to a pedestrian being hit and killed by a car. The deadly encounter getting more attention with the victim coming from a well-known family, and as police said, the driver responsible had been treated with the overdose antidote Narcan just hours before. Park West Medical Center saying it can't release information about an individual patient's medical care. Hospital will say the person involved left the hospital as a passenger, not a driver. Now, that answers a question we had since the wreck, given that Knoxville police say they believe the driver responsible, identified as Shannon Walker, was under the influence of suspected heroin when his car hit a young man walking on the sidewalk along Kings to Pike near the edge of the UT campus. Shannon Walker is facing several charges, including vehicular homicide and driving under the influence. Now, the victim, Ben Kredich, was the son of UT swimming and diving director Matt Kredich, and his mother, Kim, was well known among disability activists connected with the Knox County school system. Family and friends hosted a celebration of life for the 24-year-old yesterday on UT's campus. Well, our next Big 7 story for you tonight, a well-known Knoxville singer shot the day before Thanksgiving nearly 2 years ago is continuing to make an impact. We're talking about Alonzo Rogers. He was shot and killed the day before Thanksgiving. This was in 2021. His case still unsolved and remains an open investigation by Knoxville police. But we do know Rogers was an organ donor, and today we found one of his organ recipients. Teresa Slosher lives in Ohio and was diagnosed with kidney failure. This was 8 years ago. She was on dialysis for 7 years before she got the call that she had a match. Well, as you can imagine, she would go on to tell us that she could not believe it. She was actually in a grocery store when she got the call, and she saw the out-of-state number, but still took the answer, still took the call. Let's listen in.
They just told me it was a young person that had a tragic accident, and amazingly enough, you match up pretty good. And I was like number 1 on the list. I just couldn't believe it. I was like in Twilight Zone. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure?
You know, a few months after the transplant, Slosher was able to write a letter to Alonzo's family thanking them for the donation. We understand Alonzo's mom wrote back. Well, a big milestone in our next Big 7 story for you tonight. Remote Area Medical marking the 28th anniversary of its annual Knoxville clinic and honoring the life of founder Stan Brock. You may remember Brock is the larger-than-life adventurer who went on to create RAM as a way to bring medical care to some of the most inaccessible parts of the globe, but then turn the group's focus to free care for people in need here in the United States. Well, since 1997, RAM says it has brought nearly $9 million in free care to Knoxville. Brock passed away in August of 2018, and with that date coming up this week, RAM is holding a donation drive tomorrow, plus revealing their next Knoxville clinic will happen in January. So again, we'll have more details on that for you once that official date is set. Utility crews will be closing Clinch Avenue at the intersections with 21st and 22nd Streets in the Fort Sanders neighborhood. This will be a nightly closure until Friday, September 1st for water system work. We are told the nearby sidewalks will be closed as well. And in downtown Knoxville, repairs on the roof of the TVA building are continuing. See here in this picture, you can see the giant cranes and construction equipment in the street, closing off parts of Walnut Street between Wall and Summit Hill. We're told the repairs will keep the area closed through October 31st. We are your local election headquarters. Tomorrow is the long-awaited election day for the city of Knoxville. More than 8,500 registered voters have already made their voices known, casting their votes for city mayors, city council seat members, and the next municipal judge. At the end of last week's early voting period, almost 8,000 Knoxvillians had placed those ballots. And they placed their votes for the candidates, as we just mentioned, for mayor, incumbent India Kincannon, Constance Avery, R.C. Lawhorn, and Jeff Tallman. And the Knoxville City Council at-large seats are between incumbent Lynn Fugate against Cameron Brooks and Darren Worsham for seat A, Debbie Helsley and R. Bentley Marlowe in the open race for seat B, and incumbent Amelia Parker against Matthew Best and Tim Hill for seat C. But when you go to vote, make sure to bring a valid photo ID with you to confirm your address. You'll also want to make sure you go to the correct polling place by checking your voter status on the state's website. All you do is type in your address, and they do the rest of the work for you. Polls open, by the way, tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.